Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. I'm real excited today because I got some good news this weekend that an audiobook that I worked on, it was an ensemble cast. It was called The EOS Key, written by D.M. Lurie, has been nominated for an award for Best Audiobook, and I'm very excited. We're very excited, and I know that it's not, rewards and awards and all of that is not why we do the work, right? We're going to do the work anyway. But for me personally, I've been in quite a lull creatively in the last few months for various reasons. And it's just nice I appreciate that, that people liked some of the work that I did, even back when I wasn't in a lull. So I'm a little bit excited, and I figured I would channel that energy into making another YouTube video and see if I could get one more video out of this manicure. So today, what we're doing is Standout Decks 2022. This is a VR to Julie at Peekaboo Rose. I will link her video in the description box below. But I have seen this on many people's channels, and it has been a pleasure to watch. I'm really excited to be able to participate this year. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, there were a lot of standout decks to me this year. This has been probably my best year bringing in decks. I think I'm getting really good at knowing what I want and what I'm going to like, because I have loved everything that's come through my doors this year. I don't think I've gotten one deck that I can think of off the top of my head that I'm like, nah, I want to send it back out. I did rehome my Rebel deck, which I got this year. I won it from Meredith at the Spiritual Oasis Empowerment Tarot, and I got it, loved it, used it forever. Loved it so much that I backed the newer version on Kickstarter, and now I have since gifted the one that she gifted me because I was like, I don't need two, and I miss it. I gotta wait until they send the new one, but that's okay. It's okay. I have other decks. Another one that I'm gonna show you today that's has been filling the hole in my heart that Rebel deck has left. So I narrowed this down to um, decks that came into my collection in 2022 that were released in 2022, or maybe the tail end of 2021. Sometimes I didn't know, I wasn't really sure, but I'm trying. I hope I got decks that are just released in 2022, and I wanted to keep it tight. So I said I'm only going to use decks that stayed on my table for more than 2 months. So they usually, when decks come in, I use them and then I'll put them away for a little bit, pull them out for a little bit, put them away for a little bit. But these are decks that stayed on my table from the time they came in for more than 2 months. So without further ado, let's get started. Um, oh, the audiobook. I will link in the description below if you want to vote, if I get this video up before the voting is over. If I get it up before the voting is over, you'll see in the description below if you want to vote. Um, the first deck that I tried to put these in the order that I got them. Now, don't quote me because I buy things in all kinds of different places. I think I told you guys that I love to get decks on sales. So I couldn't be looking all over the world and all the inboxes and all the credit card receipts and the PayPal receipts to see when these decks came in. So um, I'm just going by memory, but I think I got this one first. So this is the Sacred Cycles Oracle by Jill Powell and E.M. Dewey. I got this deck, from Hay House. I'm pretty sure I bought this one at Hay House. You know how they always have the sales. And yeah, I opened it and have been in love ever since. I love the colorization on this. I think it's beautiful. I love the guidebook. I, the messages are wonderful. And I started working with it a few months ago, where I pull a card a month during my personal cycle time. And, and I journal about it and I think about it, and I, formed a practice around this deck particularly. I really love it. It's beautiful. You do need to work with the guidebook. I'm working my way through the cards. So once I finish working my way through the cards, at some point I might go ahead and write some keywords, some more keywords. Right now they have titles. Might write some keywords on so that I can use it for other people. But right now I'm keeping it close to my chest, using it for myself, and really, really enjoying it. So that is the Sacred Cycles. I have been using it at least it stayed with me for 2 months straight, and then I started a practice with it, and now I use it once a month, and I've been using it once a month for about 7 months now. So that is the Sacred Cycles Oracle. Let's put it back in its box. The next one up is from one of my favorite artists. I have quite a few of his decks, and this is the newest release. I think it came to me in January, and this is the Great Eastern Oracle. And this came from Blue Angel Publishing. And this is a Rasuli deck. This is one of his newest decks. I'm not sure if it's, look at that orange. Oh, I haven't edged this one because I can't decide if I want to edge it. Oh, I've been looking for that. My mom likes to steal my crystals, and she stole my bigger aventurine, and she lost it, and she was all upset, and I was going to give her this one, but I couldn't find it because it was in here. Anyway, I'm not going to pull everything out because I have some cards underneath, and I've been doing some things with this, but this is an oracle deck about Eastern philosophers and Eastern mystics. He has taken some of their poetry, some of their writing, some of their thoughts, and created artwork and some information in the guidebook around it. And it's very mystical, and it's very deep, and like cards like this just take me to another place. Like, open your heart, friendship gives purpose to life. And then look at this beautiful image, I wonder if I could change the coloring on this light to make it a little bit more true. Yeah, that's better. There you go. So yeah, that is the Great Eastern Oracle. Ooh, roses have thorns. Pain can be an awakening call. Yes, it's true. And then this looks like maybe nerves calling for help, right? Or something like that. I don't know. I love this abstract art. I like to sit with these cards. I usually sit with one a week. So yeah, anyways, that's the Great Eastern Oracle. I will stay here and stare at these pictures all day. We don't want to keep you all day. So that is Oracle number 2. Now, I'm going to put that back in there and forget it's there. The next one up is this one. This is called the Affirmies Oracle deck. I got this on Amazon, random, at the beginning of the year, and this thing is fabulous. I heard that you can't get it anymore, but I did search. Another caveat that I did for this video was nothing out of print. So that helped me narrow things down. This is not out of print. It is back in print. However, the new version looks a little bit different. It's got a different box, and some of the images are different, but the messages are the same. I looked. So like this picture, it looks different. It's a different picture, but the message is the same. And some of the newer pictures are actually cuter, to be honest. So, so you're winning there if you do decide to. But this is like so cute. Like, it's got these adorable. First of all, it's got fabulous cardstock. It was very inexpensive when I bought it. I don't know what it's costing now, but it has these wonderful messages. Conquer your negative inner bitch. I now pronounce you blocked and deleted. Nobody is allowed to bring negativity into your life, especially not the voice in your head. Keep that place a fucking sanctuary. This is my favorite card. I'm so glad it came up. Be a unicorn, not a twat puss. We all have those days that we're feeling a little down, but suck it up, buttercup. Nobody likes a twat puss. I love these cards. And they're fabulous. I pull them for myself. I pull them for my friends. I have kept them out since I bought them. They have not left my table. So I would say several months, much more than 2. So there we go. That is the Affirmies, however you say that, Oracle deck or cards or something. I will link it. I'll put the link below for you so that you can know what I'm talking about. But if you search Affirmies on Amazon, it should pop up. I looked yesterday. I wanted to make sure, because I was looking to see when it came out, but it didn't say. And I wanted to make sure that people could still get it, because I was like, nothing out of print. I was just trying to narrow down the cards. This is the Witching Hour Oracle from U.S. Games, who has knocked it out of the park this year, if you ask me. I feel like this They had hit after hit after hit this year. I don't even know what happened over there, but they killed it this year. This was the first one I got from them this year. This deck is amazing. I think they picked up a lot of indie decks this year. And the ones that they picked up really resonated with me. Like, I love this. And I'm pretty sure this was indie before they picked it up. I'm just trying to hold them up a little bit so that you can see some of the images because the light is giving a glare. It's beautiful. It's feminine. It's strong. I use it for almost every new moon reading. I swear it has. My poor Moonology Oracle has been neglected this year. I'm so sorry, Moonology. I'm coming back for you. But this thing here, look at that. And it's got good messages in the guidebook, but even if you don't want to use the guidebook, the images and the keyword there it's very intuitive. This is the cover art from the box. So yeah, that is the Witching Hour Oracle. Moving right along. The last Oracle deck that I have. Oh, these come with white edges, by the way. I put the purple there. The last Oracle that I have is the last one that probably came into my collection that had time to sit for 2 months. I got a new one that is fabulous from Krista over at Crochet Witch Tarot, but it wasn't 2 months, so it didn't make it into this video, but it'll be in the next one. Don't you worry. It'll be in one of my videos. That thing is fabulous. But this is the Black Hollywood Romance Stars Part 2. The box is very glossy. This is the Part 2 deck. She's got 2 of these decks. This is from Queen Sugar Tarot, and you can find her on Etsy and also here on YouTube. I will link her below so that if you want to see her, she does use a lot of her own cards and her pick-up cards and her readings, so you can see them in action. I love this deck. It's one of my poppy decks. It has, let me show you. It has pictures. Oh, they're all mixed up. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Let me find the other one. Where is it? So this is the Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle deck. They come edged like that. And they have black TV shows, black movies. She said that she made these cards to sort of be her newer, freshened up version of the Romance Angels, which you guys all know I wasn't really into those types of decks back when they were out. And she said, they're so expensive to get now, and she wanted something new and fresh, so she made these, and she actually made them in pink. And then this year she released the blue, which is like the Part 2. It has new shows, new TV, new movies, new keywords, new messages. I feel like this deck is a perfect Part 2 because it has everything that the first one might have felt like it was missing to me. When I had the first one, I thought it was soft and beautiful, but I want more of like a yang energy. And I feel like this one does have that. And I feel also that it has, I don't know. It feels like it's a nice counterpart. And it had all of the shows that I wanted from the first. Like, I was like, I wish this had Love and Basketball, and then this one has Love and Basketball. And then I was like, I wish it had Martin, and then this one has Martin. So, so it's like everything that I wanted. I feel like I manifested this. But anyway, so that's the Black Love Romance. I won't keep y'all too long because I think I'm going to do a whole video on these because I feel like there's no videos on these. And since I have this YouTube channel now, I can make one because I have the decks and I've been doing videos. But anyways, I'm going to just put them, I had them mixed up. Sorry. I'll try to cut that out if I have time. I've been learning a little bit about video editing. So that's all of the Oracle decks. Drink a little bit of tea. Oh, I have new tea today for my Advent calendar. Today I'm drinking Fruit Sangria by Adagio Teas. I am not affiliated. It is delicious though. It has lemongrass in it. It's giving it like a fruity, almost vanilla creamy flavor. I don't know. It's all in my nose. I'm loving it. First tarot deck up is the Tempest Tarot. This box came white. I got sick of looking at the white. I use this deck a whole bunch. I don't know what it is about this deck, but I love it. I love it. I loved it when I got it. It does hurt my hands because the cardstock, I got a janky copy where, like, I don't know if you can see, but the edges don't match up and they're very, like, it's hard to shuffle them. And so because my hands are so small, it does hurt my hands to shuffle them. And so I can't keep them out for long, right? So I'll put them out, then they start hurting my hands. I put them away. I get them back out because I'm thinking about them. They start hurting my hands. I put them away. I get them back out because I'm thinking about them again. They start hurting my hands. I put them away. But I love them. Like, I can't help it. And I keep pulling them back out. And I wish that she would release them on a better cardstock. And I actually contacted her to ask if she had changed the cardstock on the newer version. And she said no. So I'm just waiting patiently. I might give this one away or trade it for something if she ever does. But this is a beautiful deck. It's limited color palette. It's all about pirates and water and sea creatures. It's very cohesive and it's pippish a little bit, so it's quite intuitive and it's beautiful and I love it. So that is the Tempest Tarot deck. And the next one up, hang on, let me just get this back in its container. Yeah, I love the backs. Look at these backs, y'all. I love these cards. I just wish my hands were a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger and a little bit tougher. Or that this cardstock was like regular make playing cards. The thin kind. Because this thick, chunky kind hurts my hands. But, all right, so there's that. The next one up was Tinseltown Tarot. Me and Tinseltown Tarot hung out for like a good 3 months because I was moving and I had packed away all my decks. And this one I pre-ordered from Book Depository because they had a big sale and I wanted to check it out. And it came, I actually had to change the address to let it go to my mother's house because I was like in between houses at the time, waiting on my house. And this came, right? It was the only deck I had out. And it is fabulous. Comes in this kind of like old cigarette box, which I love. But it's a PIP, RWS/PIP deck. You can read with it if you can read cards. You don't need a guidebook. Those are the backs. Beautiful pink argyle. And then the fronts. It shocked me when I opened this and realized how much they managed to get diversity into these cards because, as we all know, the 50s and 40s in Hollywood was not very diverse. But they put it in these cards, and I appreciate that. This reminds me of a book I just read for a book club called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This totally, to me, reminds me of Evelyn. Yes, these are beautiful cards. I love the men in this deck. I love their clothes. You know me in the clothes. I'm here for the costumes. I love that they switch the wands to lipsticks. Look at this death card, y'all. Yes. Yes to all of this. Look at this beautiful card. The colors, the way the block colors came together. Just the way this whole deck came together. Where is the Queen of Cups? I love her so much. Let's see if I can find her. Yes, look at that magician. One of my favorites. I think this is a beautiful deck, and I had it with me for a long time. It was my only deck, so my mom, and it was at my mom's house, so she and I did a lot of readings together. Look at this Queen of Cups. I love her so much. Sitting in that cup. Yes, with the tassels on her tits. Look at him. Okay. Sassy. But look at this pirate. I love it. I love it. And we hung out for a long time this year. So this was a standout deck for me. It shocked the bejesus out of me. I did not expect to like it as much as I did, but I did. And there it was. So that is Tinseltown Tarot. I got it off Book Depository, but I'm pretty sure you can buy this on Amazon or anywhere you search. By a deck by 50 Vintage Dame. You can see that. 50s Vintage Dame. Okay, so that is Tinseltown. Next one that came to me for my birthday from a friend, a dear friend. And if she watches this, she will laugh because she's on Etsy almost as much as I am. And I do some readings for her, and sometimes she gives me decks because she appreciates them. And I don't, I love to get decks. She knows that I love that. So this is the Mahogany Tarot deck, and it came with this beautiful bag. And I keep the bag with the deck because they came together wrapped in a wonderful packaging. Love the packaging that it came in. I like it when the creators really make it, make it pop, make it feel like, like a gift, even though, that was a gift, but I feel like they all come like that because I feel like I've seen other people unbox them, and she's just and I've gotten shirts from her shop. She always sends beautiful boxes. Anyway, this is the Mahogany Tarot. This is just an RWS straight up clone. So this is RWS Black. And this is like RWS meets the Jackson 5. Everybody in here looks like they stepped out of a Jackson 5 music video. I'm here for it. I love this freaking deck. My friend sent it to me and she was like, I think you're going to like this deck. And I was like, oh, great. And she was like, I found this deck on Etsy. And I was like, ooh, I don't know how I missed this, but this is fabulous. And she just released a new one, so you can get a new version. She said she updated some of the skin tones, I think, to vary them a little bit more. And she did definitely change the box. So the box might look a little different. But it's the same deck, same cardstock, everything. It's a wonderful, buttery, matte cardstock, easy to shuffle, and very good quality. Look at him. And I feel like this is the way these cards were always supposed to look. I really do. I'm not joking. I really do. I love them. I did. I'm hoping against hope that she will release a borderless version, and I will get that too. And then I will have a collection of her decks. So that is the Mahogany Tarot, RWS. It does come with a lovely guidebook, beginner's guidebook with numerology and everything in it. It's a small little pamphlet. It's very much a little white book, but she put good information in this book. She managed to get color meanings, symbols, all kinds of stuff in this book. So I did appreciate that. I like it. I do refer to it sometimes for the symbols when I forget. And I'm just going to put it here. I don't want to mess up things trying to force it back in there. I will get back to it. The next one that came to me very shortly after that one was this one. The Hocus Pocus. This is my first ever Inside Editions deck. And I freaking love this deck. This deck came to me, I think in July, whatever the date it was released. It might have been August. The date it was released, it came because I pre-ordered it because it was Hocus Pocus and I had to have it. And I didn't care what it was going to look like. I'd heard the stories about Inside Editions. I did not care. I was like, it's Hocus Pocus. I'm going to need it. So I pre-ordered it. It came to me the day it came out. It is fabulous. It made me so happy. I edged it the day it got here. And it stayed on my table from July. I'm pretty sure it came in July. It stayed on my table from July all the way through Halloween, pretty much. So this is probably the one that stayed on my table the longest. This deck makes me so happy. You know how Maureen over at Waves of Your Soul talks about those good mood decks, and everybody did all those good mood decks videos? If I did a good mood decks video, this deck would be in that video because this deck makes me smile every time I pull it out. If you could see my face right now, you would see that I am cheesing. I freaking love this. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of a movie that I love. The pictures are pretty. The cardstock is nice. look at him. Like the artwork is charming. I love this deck. So like, I almost want to pull it back out. I put it back away after Halloween and I was like, okay, enough is enough. Um, but yes, so that is Hocus Pocus Tarot. Let's put it back in its little home. And so that concludes my list. Now I have 2 honorable mentions because I was not sure if these decks. Oh no! Oh, I missed one. Pixie Pop. This just made the cut. I had to look back because I was like, has this been here for 2 months? Yes, it has been here for 2 months, and it has been on my table as my RWS since it came out. The only other one that I use is the Y spell, but I use that for specifically for celebrity readings. Anything else I need an RWS for is Pixie Pop. So this is Pixie Pop Tarot. It came to me through a Kickstarter. It is small, which I love because I have small hands. It has this buttery matte cardstock, super easy to shuffle. If you're a riffle shuffler, it is a borderless, recolored RWS with diversity added. Beautiful. When I say beautiful, I mean freaking gorgeous. Like, look at these colors, darling. Love it. Now, if you have other recolored RWSs, I know there's one from Make Playing Cards that has this sort of ombre skies, and there's another one that came out from Wiser, I think. I mean, there's a few, right? So I'm not saying this one is any better than any other. I do like the cardstock, and I like the size of this one. And this is just the one I have, and this is the one I've been using. So, Pixie Pop. I am feeling Pixie Pop. Now, I have done readings with this. It reads great, just like any RWS. I have not done any readings where I've tried to integrate the chakra colors in the backgrounds. So, I haven't done that yet. But if I ever do, I can report back. So, yes, this is Pixie Pop. Pixie Pop Tarot. Stays out, been out, never leaves my desk. And I doubt this will. I think this will be one of those will stay out on my desk for probably a whole year before I finally get sick of looking at it. Love the little box it came in. Love it came with this altar card, which went up on my desk and stayed there forever. I just put it back in the box like 2 weeks ago. So it's beautiful. So yes, I'm here for it. So this is from the creator. The creators are called Pixie Style Divination is the name of their company, but I think this is Jillian C. Wilde, who is the creator of Naked Heart and Antiquities of Magic, and then the lady who does Rebel Deck, whose name I can't recall right now. I think they're the 2 people who run Pixie Style Divination. So there's that. These are my honorable mentions. Now, Urban Crow Oracle is old, but I think it came out this year from Hay House, so it counts. And I just got the expansion this year. So that is my... Now, I didn't have time to go through here and try to find all the expansion cards. So I'm going to just run through this deck and talk about why I use it so much. So I do love MJ Colnay's art. I love her indie decks because I like the cardstock. I know a lot of people feel a different way, but I really do. I had to get used to using it. I will admit it is quite slippy, but yeah, I think this is a beautiful deck. I do enjoy her original art. Sometimes I feel that I've seen. I don't have any of her artwork that has been edited through Hay House or US Games. I don't have any of those decks, but from what I've seen of people's walkthroughs, they do some editing. They add in some highlights. They do some things to her art that make it seem a little bit more cartoony, and I feel that the indie versions do look more realistic from what I can see. Now, I haven't held any of them in my hands, and we all know that they look different when you hold them in your hands. So, I don't know. But I will see soon because I know that she is about to release a deck that I want, a ghost deck. I can't remember what she's calling it. and she told me it was going straight to Hay House. So that will be my first of her mass market decks, and I will see if what I've been thinking is true or not. But yes, this is the Urban Crow. Now you can get this from Hay House. She's got the, it doesn't have the expansion pack, but that's okay. The regular deck I had for years, and it was fine. And it's beautiful. It has beautiful backs. I'm jealous of the backs because I prefer the backs on the Hay House deck by far. By far. If you have the old one, I think she still has expansion packs, and the expansion pack comes with this bag and the sticker, and I just put the cards in the box with the other cards, and then I keep the 2 guidebooks here, and I put the sticker on the outside of the bag. My other final deck, and my final this is a honorable mention because Amazon said that this deck came out in December of last year, and I'm trying to keep it tight, right? But I am pretty sure, I can't be certain because I couldn't find the shipping information or anything like that, and for some reason it didn't show up on my Amazon, so I'm not sure if maybe my mom sent it to me or how I got it. But I'm pretty sure I got this in January of this year. I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty sure it was pre-ordered because it was something that I wanted for a long time. So I think it released in January, but Amazon says it released in December, so it's an honorable mention. But this deck is fabulous, y'all. This is the Potero by Trisha Lee Shufelt, or Shufelt. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Published by Schiffer. I think it's Red Feather Schiffer. I might be lying. Who published this deck, y'all? Is that Red Feather Schiffer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't get me lying. Let me look. It says 2021. So yeah, that's why it's honorable. Yeah, Red Feather. Okay. So, comes with these beautiful backs. They do have like a spot gloss on them. They come with these red gilded edges. They chip a little, but you can see I use mine a lot this year and not so bad. They are black and white, and they have quotes from Edgar Allan Poe's works on the bottom. She picked what she thought went best with the card. These cards are amazing. I use these cards so much, y'all, that I got them in January, threw them to the side, packed them in a box, right, because I was moving. Never thought twice about them until Halloween rolled back around because they were pushed. They were supposed to come out the Halloween before. They didn't come out. By the time they got to me, I was like, I was over it. And then, I moved and they got packed in a box. Pulled them out in October or September of this year. I think I started doing darker decks in September. Was like, what is this? This is fabulous. I love these cards. I love the little quotes. They're very well chosen. Like the High Priestess says, let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. And in the book, it will tell you where it comes from. Weep now, nevermore. Weep now or nevermore. Yeah, this is beautiful. This one says, hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells. What a world of merriment their melody foretells. That's nice. Yep. The Potero. I used it for a long time. I could not put it down. I used it so much that I was doing a reading for a friend and I pulled it out and I did the reading and I sent her the pictures. And she was like, that deck is creepy. I didn't even consider, normally I would never read for someone and send them pictures of a deck like this. I would use like a RWS or something sweet, I wasn't even thinking about it because I was using the deck so much that it just didn't even occur to me not to use it. I just picked it up and used it, She was like, that's creepy. What's that? I was like, oops, my bad. All right. So that is it. That's all I got for you guys. So those are my standout decks of 2022. Like I said, I kept it tight. I hope you enjoyed, and I will put the links for certain things below. I think I said I would link the Affirmies. I'll put the link for Affirmies below, And I will put the link if you want to vote below if I get for my audiobook, for the audiobook, if I get the video up in time. And yeah, I think everything else you should be able to just Google. All right, y'all. It's been real. Have a blessed day. Bye.